Please just indulge me. Hello again and welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis. So today I am unboxing another doll in a line which I didn't have until I think maybe earlier this year, maybe even. I kind of resisted getting any of the Rainbow High dolls because they seemed very expensive to me. And then I got Daria Roslin, who you can see just behind me here. Here she is. And she's a lovely doll. They have great posability, and obviously the clothes are quite nice and quite detailed and stuff like that. But they are pricey. And as everyone knows, I'm a cheap bitch. So I won't always buy the dolls because they are full price. I'll try and wait until they are a bit cheaper. I mean, even then they're not like, you know, they're not like €10 or something like that. They're always going to be within the 20s normally. So I was having a browse online, and on the Argos website I managed to find a doll which I thought, actually, I would quite like that one. Mainly because of her colours. I suppose with these dolls it is really the colours that attracts you because they are Rainbow High dolls. So each of them is themed within a colour. So the doll that I got was Daphne Minton, who is here. So I do really like mint green, although I don't really like mint as such. I do actually like the colour. So yeah, so here she is. I paid, I think it was €26 for her. I think in pounds that's like £22. And when I checked on Amazon earlier, that was kind of the price that she was on that website. Obviously, by the time this goes out, that could have changed. She might even be available by then. So at least the price was kind of comparable, and it's better to go into a shop and get them sometimes, I think, anyway. She's dated 2021, which I'm presuming is when she came out at least, or, you know, when she was at least produced. That would have been last year. So she's not that old, and I can't even remember how long Rainbow High have been going for. It seems like forever. So obviously she's not a new release, but I'm going to open her anyway, and I hope you will enjoy watching me as I ooh and ah over her. So here we go. So this is Daphne Minton. I don't know who's naming these dolls. Daphne to me is a very old-fashioned name. But, you know, I guess names are kind of different everywhere, aren't they? And names like Daphne and Ivy and Ida, maybe they're coming back and they're hip and new and exciting. So, certainly I never imagined a Daphne with mint green hair, but there you go. So here she is. She's looking resplendent in her box, but I'm sure she'll look even better once we get her out. So I'll have a quick look at the box. So I don't know what wave she was from, but if I flip her over, we might actually know. Okay, so she is from the same wave as Daria Roslin, who is this one here, which I want to say wave 2. Does it actually say anywhere on here what waves they are? I don't know. I'm not an expert. I just like dolls. Sorry. So anyway, so here are all the girls here. I don't know their names. I'm not going to go through giving them names. Not this time. Again, we've got lots of different languages on here, and it basically just says, "Welcome to Rainbow High, the colourful art school, full of bold fashions and even bolder drama." I think the fashions can sometimes be questionable in these dolls, but maybe that's just me being an old fuddy-duddy. So, Daphne is accessory design focused, apparently. It says so on her badge thing that's on the box here. There we go. And there's another sort of picture of all the girls down the bottom. There's also an Argos label sort of stuck just on the front, just where I'd want it. That's great. So yeah, then there's a picture of all the girls in the bottom there. So let's get her out of the box and see what we think of her. Okay, so here we go. This is all the stuff that I got in the packaging. I think my brain must reset itself every time I've kind of done with an unboxing, because I always forget how much of a struggle it can be to actually get the dolls out. It's not quite as bad, I don't think, as when you try to get a Blythe out, but this is also a struggle. And obviously the box is kind of destroyed, and there are so many tags. There are just so many tags. I always think they put so many tags in like the Barbie ones, but these are probably even more tags than they are. But anyway, the struggle is over. She's out the box. The box is in bits, but there we go. And yeah, she is lovely. The green colour is just so nice. It's just such a lovely colour. Let's put the doll to one side and let's have a look at what she comes with first. So here we go. Off she goes. Bye-bye. Right, so obviously we get the doll stand. So we've got a doll stand here with all the bits, the stick bit and the waist clip and the base, and that is kind of very green and very glittery, which is really nice. There we go, so that is that. The comb, I'm presuming the comb always matches the doll stand, because all the ones I've had so far have been the same. So you get a comb. It actually doesn't feel that sturdy to me. It feels quite flimsy. I don't know if the others have as well. Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, it also says rainbow on it, which I've not really noticed before. You probably can't see it, but it actually says rainbow, and there's like a line under it as well, just on the sort of the finger grip bit there. So that's that. And then we get the second outfit. Oh no! Also, first of all we get hangers, which I think I must have got with Daria Roslin, but I don't particularly remember them. I'm presuming I've got them somewhere. So we've got two green hangers. Now, to me, one of these looks different to the other colour-wise. So this green here is a different colour to this green, which is a bit strange because you would imagine it'd be made out of exactly the same plastic. It might look the same on camera, I don't know, but to me, looking at it here, this green is a lot more kind of duller green than this one. This is a bit more bright. A bit more bright. I'm starting to talk proper, aren't I? It's a bit brighter than this one. But I guess they're probably made differently. I don't know, because obviously one has got the clips, the other one is a regular hanger with rainbow on it, and this has got RH on for Rainbow High. But yeah, the colours seem slightly different to me, but maybe it's just me. But anyway, that's the hangers there. And then we have the second outfit. So we've got these really cute shoes. I don't really think I've sort of utilised the spare pair of shoes yet with any of the dolls. But these are actually quite nice. So they're a sort of a strappy heel. Obviously they've got rainbow written inside them because they are a Rainbow High shoe. And then they've got a kind of a swirly sort of strap that kind of goes round, sort of halfway. There we go. So the foot will easily fit in there. So yeah, so we have a pair of these shoes. So they are green and gold. The colours strangely go well together, I think. So yeah, so we have that there. We then have the actual clothes part. So we have this t-shirt here, which is white with a sort of a gold and black chain and then rainbow across the chest. So obviously it has got sort of Chanel vibes there again. I don't know if Chanel was kind of a big part of the design of the outfits for that wave, because obviously Bella Parker, who we opened the Pacific Coast doll of, she was also released in this wave, and again her outfit was very sort of Chanel suit sort of thing. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, we've got this little sort of basic t-shirt with a nice print on, which is cute. There's a lot of loose threads going on, but they'll maybe just come off or can be clipped off or whatever. And that that is fastened at the back with Velcro. I'm sorry, I can't speak today, which isn't great considering I'm doing a video. But yeah, so anyway, it fits together with Velcro at the back. And then we have got this pair of trousers. I'm not a huge fan of these, I have to admit. They look really tacky to me. I don't know. It's all this kind of weird patchwork stuff. I kind of like the fabric they've used, but I would like it more if it was like a whole outfit made of it, rather than here's a patch here, here's a patch here, here's a patch here. It's one of those sort of like, oh, I want to look cool, but you obviously go to like somewhere designery to actually get the clothes to look cool in, rather than like, this is a genuine patchwork pair of trousers. So they're formed of two green colours as well. So there's a kind of a mint green here, and then there's a sort of a lighter, brighter green around the bottom of the trousers, and also in the pockets and the back here. As you can see, just fastened with Velcro. There's some really nice sort of pocket details here, in that they are actual real pockets, and they're all kind of stitched round. And also at the front as well. Again, the pockets are real. There's a tiny, tiny pocket here as well. You know how you get those weird ones in jeans that you don't really know what you're meant to do with. So yeah, so they are the trousers. And we've then got a jacket. Now this jacket, again, seems to be sort of Chanel inspired, in that it's got that sort of gold piping around it. No, I can't. Oh, okay. I was going to say I can't really tell how this jacket's meant to go, but I've got it upside down. That might be why. So yeah, so here is the jacket. Here is the jacket with the gold piping around it. There's also pocket details on there, and it's kind of meant to look a bit quilted. Now, I think some of the stitching on mine is actually not taken. I can see kind of a crisscross there, but then I can see some loose threads here. And there seems to be a bit of a hole in that bit, I think. Although that could have been from where it was tagged into the box, possibly. So yeah, so that's quite cute. The fabric is a bit sort of fleecy. It's one of those fabrics that's not very nice in your hands, I always find. My fingers always get a bit funny, I think, when I touch things like that. But yeah, so it's got lots of gold braid and stuff like that. Again, the colours go really well together. So that is the jacket. We will put her in the second outfit at the end. But first, let's have a look at her in the outfit that she comes in. So here she is. So this is Daphne Minton in her first outfit. So we'll have a look at the doll more closely in a second, but let's just have a look at the clothes that she comes in. So her shoes. So again, these are quite sort of strappy heels. They are a kind of a mint green, and then the heels are black. And there's buckle details on there, and kind of like embellished at the front here with sort of RH. Obviously RH, because it is rainbow high. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. So at the very front here, there's two sort of like gold embellishments on there. There's also a clear strap at the bottom, presumably to kind of help it stay on, which is quite well done, because you don't really notice that they're there until you go really close up. So that's quite good. So if we move on to the skirt, again, there's a big sort of Chanel influence here, with the kind of the use of that sort of two-tone fabric, really, the kind of the woolen looking sort of fabric. There's this kind of weird tie thing here, which I don't really understand. It's a shame that it's kind of so stiff, in that, you know, it won't sort of like flop down or anything like that. I guess it's the size of it as well, because it's so small. It won't really fall properly. But that's kind of just tied on. There's probably something you could do to it to make it droop down a bit, but I'm not sure what at the moment, unless you stick it to her legs maybe. So yeah, so we've got this obviously very Chanel inspired skirt. So if we have a look underneath the jacket to begin with, we have got a kind of a white crop top. Again, it's got this whole sort of gold element just underneath the bust there. So it's got, again, it's kind of got that sort of chain effect, and it's got an RH in the middle because obviously it's rainbow high, so it has to have the initials literally everywhere. And then the jacket, which the jacket is lovely, I have to be honest. So again, we've got the whole Chanel chains, and obviously they are gold, and the rest of the jacket is a kind of a mint green with a gold zipper, and the kind of the tag bit is an RH there. Obviously the zipper doesn't work, but the fact that there is like a fake zipper there, which actually looks like it could work, is a huge bonus. It's kind of a bomber jacket. It's kind of a sort of short jacket with a white cuff and a white waist kind of gathering there, and also you've got a white collar as well going on at the top, and that will just slip on and off. So obviously the front of it is like that, and then the back you can kind of see the full design really there of the kind of the chains and the big sort of RH in the middle there. And then we've got the doll's face at the top, because faces are normally on heads, I find. Actually, let's have a quick look at the earrings. So again, we've got these sort of chain effects here, sort of hoops, and that says rainbow on it. In a kind of a sort of, it's golden, but it's kind of a dull gold, but that's fine. They kind of move around, and one did actually drop out when I got out of the box, but that's fine. I'd rather be able to take the earrings out than be stuck with them in their ears forever, particularly when it comes to sort of changing the dolls and things like that. It kind of feels better to be able to know that you can take the earrings out if you want to, rather than, oh, I'm now going to have to stick the doll's head in boiling water and hope that nothing bad happens when I take these earrings out. So let's have a close look at her face before we have a look at the hair. Here we go. So her skin tone is quite pale, and she's got very sort of like, her lips have got a really nice kind of ombre going on. I don't know if you're going to notice it or not. So it's kind of paler towards the kind of the cheeks as it comes kind of out. So it's paler on the edges, and then it gets darker sort of as you get closer to, what am I trying to say? The middle of the mouth, the middle of the lips, really. So the middle of the lips is quite dark, and then it kind of fades out as we get to the edges of the lips there. She's also got some nice blushing on there as well, quite subtle, so hopefully you'll be able to see that. Obviously check the pictures out at the end when you're going to be able to see it probably even better. Her eye makeup is also mint green, and there is also a touch of kind of gold glitter as well. I don't know if you're going to be able to catch that or not. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so there's also gold mixed in there as well. She's got some nice sort of brows there, which are kind of a brown colour. And her eyes, again, they are mint green. I should also mention she does have freckles, which I think is always quite cute on dolls. Sometimes they can look a bit weird, but with these ones, they've kind of not done them as sort of all the same. Some of them are a bit lighter than others, and I think that kind of makes it look more real than if they were literally just here's some dots on a doll's face. We must talk about the star of the show, which to me is actually the hair. So, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this properly or not, but there are a few different greens mixed in with this. So it doesn't just look like one flat colour. And they do tend to do this with these dolls, in that, you know, the colours aren't just, it's not a pure colour, it's got lots of different shades of that colour, you know, within the hair, which also again makes it look more realistic really, because people don't just have one colour hair. It's like, this is not just, you know, brown hair is not just brown hair. It's lots of different shades of brown kind of mixed together, really. So obviously she's got green hair, so she's got lots of different greens kind of mixed in. But the hair is actually really nice. It's actually very soft as well, which is really nice to see, especially with, you know, dolls which sometimes have very stiff hair. But I think there might be product in it. Actually, I don't know if there is product in it. I can't feel any. I thought when I was getting her out I could feel a bit of hardness in the hair. But to be honest, I don't think there is. I think it is just very, very nice kind of soft hair. I think someone had commented in the video where I unboxed Daria Roslin that line was the first line where they didn't use a huge amount of product in the hair, which is so much nicer. I don't like the idea of having to get a doll and then have to wash her hair. It seems insane. And the fact that even if you look on Amazon where the dolls are, it will actually give you instructions of how to actually wash the gel out. Well, why is the gel even there to begin with? It seems... It's annoying. I think it's annoying. I know that the dolls probably look great in their boxes with their hair like that, but I don't know. It's just... There has to be another way, surely, I would have thought. Anyway, the hair on this girl is lovely. It's very soft. I did notice, and because of the way the hair was in the box, it was sort of parted at the back. So obviously she's still got a bit of box hair there. But the rooting at the back is not amazing. You can kind of see, obviously this is painted, but there's a boldy bit there. There's less hair at the back than there is at the front, and I think that is the same on all the Rainbow High dolls, in that they really do pat that hair in kind of on the top bit and round the front of the face, and then, you know, the back is kind of less so. I suppose if the hair was too thick, you wouldn't be able to do anything with it, really. It would just be sort of there. But yeah, I'm very pleased with her. Her colours are just so nice. I think her colours are just so pretty. She would obviously make an amazing mermaid doll as well, you know, if you were that way inclined. Let me get her second outfit on and we'll have a look and see what she looks like in that. So here is Daphne in her second outfit. What kind of struck me when I was putting her in it was the fact that a lot of these pieces you can just swap around, and you can use part of this with part of her first outfit and stuff like that, because the jacket would probably go really nice with the skirt that she originally had. Oops, there we go. Almost like a suit, but sort of not quite. I actually don't hate the trousers. I know I kind of said a few mean things, but I think I'd like it better if it didn't have Rainbow High written on the bottom of it as well. That's the other thing, but that just seems to be the way it goes. So one of the things I haven't mentioned in this video is the articulation of the dolls. I think because we all pretty much know what it is. It's all very familiar to everyone, I think, by now. These dolls have amazing articulation. I know when I opened the Bella Parker Pacific Coast doll that, you know, I had issues with the knees, and My Little Doll Life did mention in the comments that to kind of loosen the joints, if you rinse it under warm water, that will really help. So I'm definitely going to give that a go. This girl's knees seem fine. I think because of the way that the Pacific Coast dolls have the detachable legs, that was probably part of the issue as well. But yeah, I mean, this girl is fine. Obviously none of her limbs are coming off. So yeah, what do you think of Daphne Minton? Are you a fan of hers? Do you already have her in your collection? She's such a pretty doll. I'm really pleased that I got her. Obviously it means that I'm falling more and more into the Rainbow High rabbit hole, doll-wise. So yeah, let me know what you think of her down in the comments down below. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please share the video if you know anyone who'd be interested in watching it. And please subscribe if you haven't already. So until the next time, when undoubtedly I'll be opening another doll, have a great week and I will see you very soon. So from me and Daphne, bye! Bye!